Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Welcome again to my channel, everyone. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. Now today I'm going to be bringing you the latest story on Kelly Clarkson. But before we get into this story, if it is your first time on my channel and you have not yet hit that subscribe button, now is a fantastic time to do so. And to all my returning travelers, I want to say thank you for your continued support. Now let's get into the story. Marriages can be costly, but these days divorces are taking the cake. Recently, our favorite American Idol and talk show host Kelly Clarkson finalized her divorce from Brandon Blackstock, and boy did he bank. The 39-year-old singer and talk show host has been ordered to pay her now ex-husband $1.3 million, and on top of that, she must pay him $45,601 a month for child support, and that is for their two children, 7-year-old River and 5-year-old Remy. So for those of us who have been following Kelly since her days on American Idol, we know that Kelly has had various relationships, but they were always just low-key relationships in which she was maybe just testing the waters. One in particular is with Justin Guarini, her fellow American Idol, and they also did that movie together. They had a short stint in a relationship, but later on we saw when she met Brandon Blackstock, who is the stepson of Reba McEntire, how she gushed about him and how much she was in love and how he was the best man in God's creation. Originally, when they met, though, he was married to Melissa, with whom he has 2 children. And so their relationship did not take off at that time. But later on, once he got divorced, they spared no time. The couple got married in 2013. And since then, they have been growing their wealth. He as an agent, a talent agent, and her as a songwriter, singer, voice coach, and later talk show host. And this is a marriage that a lot of people thought would weather the tides of Hollywood, but not so, because we know nothing in Hollywood is set in stone. So after 7 years of marriage, she filed for divorce in 2020, citing irreconcilable differences. Since then, they have been separated, living apart, and trying to raise their 2 young children as best they can. But recently, the judge finalized their divorce and the terms of their separation of wealth. And with that, 44-year-old Blackstock is laughing all the way to the bank. And one thing I must tell you that I found rather strange in this divorce is that Kelly is asking the judge to have her use the name Kelly Brianna as her legal name. She's dropping the Clarkson, I'm not sure why, and we noticed too that she has never claimed the name Blackstock. She never changed her name to Kelly Brianna Blackstock or even hyphenated her last name with his. But now she wants to be called just Kelly Brianna. I'm yet to determine whether or not the judge granted that request, but I wouldn't see any reason why they wouldn't. And honestly speaking, guys, when I see these people getting divorced and somebody coming off with a lot of money, it makes me think that marriage is more of a business than really a partnership to build wealth and stay together. Remember with Halle Berry, she wasn't married to that guy with whom she has her daughter, but when they separated, he wanted to keep the child because he did not want the child to go with Halle Berry to France with the new guy that she was dating. So she had to pay him a lot of money in child support so the child, who is an American, could stay in America. You remember that? Do you all remember Mary J. Blige? Mary J. Blige had to shell out thousands, millions of dollars actually, to her ex-husband. He hopped away from that marriage singing happily ever after. Do you all remember Britney Spears? Yes, remember she had married that dancer and had the 2 boys for him. And when they divorced, she had to pay him thousands of dollars in child support every month so he could live the best life he possibly could with his mistress. And he also got custody of the boys. So this is seeming to be more of a business than anything else. Recently, we saw where Wendy Williams, she had to shell out millions of dollars to her husband after their divorce. And that is not over yet, because recently he filed a lawsuit against her and the company that operates the talk show, because he believes that he's owed a lot more millions of dollars so he can continue living his best life. Guys, I tell you, this marriage thing, when I talk about getting prenuptial agreement, people come at my throat and they say, oh, if you get prenuptial agreement, it's because you don't believe in your marriage. You don't believe you're going to stay in your marriage. Well, I am telling you, the determination about whether your marriage lasts is not solely dependent on you. There is somebody else who can make that determination that you will have no choice but to go along with. So that is why you need to prepare and protect yourself before it gets to divorce. Because remember, guys, the same person you marry is not the same person you divorce. And even though I don't think having to pay all this money is going to harm Kelly's pocket too much, because according to reports, this guy is worth 10 million, Kelly's worth 45 million, and Kelly continues to make money with her singing, her voice coaching, and also her talk show. She continues to make money. So chances are it won't hurt her too badly, but it is also a lesson, because there are some people who make way less than Kelly, and they end up in situations where they have had to pay out big bucks to their exes, and it really hurts their pocket and hurts their ability to move forward. So guys, a word to the wise should be sufficient. Get you a prenup. Thank you all for listening. Do not forget to like, comment, and share. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, this is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters.
Shall we begin? Let's begin.